Knowledge increases from one generation to the other generation. Knowledge is also transmitted from one generation to the other generation. Knowledge increases, but the wisdom to use it is taught by good teachers. So let us continue our effort in this small endeavor. I wish you all the best.
The National Doctors' Day is being celebrated for the contribution of doctors in the country. We celebrate this day in remembrance to Dr. B.C. Roy, to commemorate his birth and death anniversary as well on 1st of July. The doctors have a great responsibility, and it has shown to be a very challenging for them during this COVID period. It's surprising and it's very unfortunate that we have lost 798 doctors during this second phase of COVID. The challenge of COVID in the present COVID days, as well as the long COVID disease that has affected afterwards, has brought a great responsibility on the treating physicians. The young doctors have to shoulder the responsibility as a frontline health provider, while the seniors have to be at their beck to call. It is expected out of us to give our best as in the normal time, and much more so during the demanding periods of this pandemic situation. I consider that the doctors have now a dual responsibility. One is to provide the best of their abilities for the patient care, and at the same time to protect themselves and to continue a COVID behavior for their family and as well as themselves. I wish you all to have compassion and dedicate yourself for the care of your patients. Thank you very much.
This Doctor's Day address is especially for the students subscribing to the Conceptual Orthopedics platform. And traditionally, we all know that the Doctor's Day messages are usually proposed by patients for their treating doctors or treating surgeons. But I think it would not be out of place today to talk to the junior budding orthopedic surgeons and to remind each one of them the tremendous amount of responsibility that we shoulder in treating our patients. I am always reminded of the passion with which we take care of our automobiles, motorcycles, and cars. And whenever we leave them for servicing or repairs, we are constantly worried that some inadvertent damage may not be inflicted by the mechanic onto the vehicle. Just imagine that a patient, when he seeks help from an orthopedic surgeon or a doctor, he is entrusting his body and soul with the treating surgeon. He is going to be not aware of what is going on during the operation. This is the tremendous amount of faith that he reposes in the treating doctor or the surgeon. And this is what infuses the sense of tremendous responsibility in all of us. And we should remember that we need to train ourselves to be able to tackle the problem at hand. We need to feel responsible for whatever happens, accruing out of our actions, the good results as well as the complications. We need to be compassionate to the patient. We need to be ethical. We need to be rational. And I think if all of you keep these qualities and responsibilities in mind, you would be a successful orthopedic surgeon. Try to be a good human, and you will always be a successful orthopedic surgeon. Well, this is what I had to say, but before I leave, I must bring it to your notice that this Doctor's Day is celebrated on 1st of July because of the simple reason that it happens to be the birthday of a very famous physician, Indian physician, Dr. Bidhan Chandra Roy, whom we know as Dr. B.C. Roy. He was born on 1st of July 1882, and for some twist of destiny, he also died on the same 1st of July on 1962. And to celebrate his prominence as a doctor, this Doctor's Day is kept on his birthday. I think all of you should remember this, and for the simple reason that he was a very successful doctor, a very humble person, a very honest person, and we want all our doctors to be the same. Thank you very much. Have a great Doctor's Day and a great career ahead.
Hello, my fellow doctors. My greetings on this Doctor's Day in 2021. We have had a year full of medical problems, full of pandemic, which has changed a lot of lives, and it has changed a lot of things in the world. But one thing is clear, the importance of profession probably has remained and probably will get more significant as the time goes by. Friends, you are in a profession which is regarded at a very high esteem in most of the society. You have reached this place in the profession after having worked right from when you started the school. You started doing well in your class, right from class 1, 2, or 4, or 5. You have worked very hard, got into a medical college, completed your graduation, which is the most difficult course in the world. And then you have completed your post-graduation and probably embarking on a profession which you have reached with a lot of effort and a lot of hard work. There were many more people who tried to come to where you have reached but could not make it for whatever reason it was. You are your own owner's pride, but neighbor's envy. People, you should feel proud that you have reached a stage of life where you can be called a professional, which is envy of many other professions, which is not to get worried. It is only an indication of your standing in society. The standing in society also makes and gives you an important responsibility. Responsibility to stay up to people's expectations, where people know that you have worked for many years to reach that area. So they have a lot of expectation from you. And whenever there is a shortfall in expectation which you can meet, then the problem starts for this profession. People have very high expectation because they all know that you have worked hard, and many more could not reach where what you have reached. So you have a reason for people to be envious of. But at the same time, you have a responsibility to maintain what people expect out of you. Maintain your standards, maintain your dignity, maintain your communication. It is a very demanding profession, and a very important component is to maintain your own good health. If you look healthy, patients do feel inspired that they will follow your advice rather than a person who's looking dull or sick. So it is important. If I have to tell you one message for yourself, that should be maintain your own health and in a good standard, take adequate rest. It is a very demanding profession. You are in short supply, so there will be no limitation on the number of patients. People will expect you to keep working till whatever time you are physically capable. So maintain your physical health well, keep up your studies. A doctor is a student all his life. Every patient, all through his life, he's a student. Every patient teaches you something, and you must keep reading up literature whenever you find a person who has some things which you probably may not know well, and keep up updating your knowledge either by reading or by apps which have come up like Conceptual Orthopedic and a wealth of other material. So definitely keep up and keep working, and I'm sure you will very much enjoy the profession. Do it as a profession where the treatment is patient's requirement. It is important not to make it a profitable business. Good medicine is good business, but good business is not necessarily good medicine. So definitely maintain your dignity, maintain your knowledge, keep up and look after yourself, and stand up to the expectations of people. Whatever are the realistic expectations, one must maintain and keep up to them. And it is important to keep updating your knowledge. And Conceptual Orthopedic, the forum which we are speaking on, is one of the things in this direction, even for people who have studied for many years and are in practice. So my best wishes to all those who are getting in and starting this profession at whatever age you are, and look after yourself and look after your patients. Best wishes to you.
1st of July, the Indian Medical Association, nearly about 60 years ago, founded the Doctor's Day on the birthday of Dr. B.C. Roy. Dr. B.C. Roy, as all of you know, or many of you may not know, the younger generation, was a legend by himself. He was an FRCS, he was an MRCP, perhaps a rare combination of both a physician and surgeon. And after graduation, after his fellowship, he came back to India, and he got into the independence movement. And though he started practicing in Calcutta, he was a very active member of the Congress. Then he rose to be the Chief Minister of Bengal. If we go through the history of our country, perhaps he was the one and only Chief Minister who showed what a Chief Minister could do to his particular state. And he was the only Chief Minister who was crowned with the Bharat Ratna, and we are indeed proud that it was a doctor. There are no doctors who are Chief Ministers like him, or there could be. And rightly, we are celebrating the Doctor's Day. But this Doctor's Day is very special all over the world, because this small little virus, the COVID-19, has shown what little virus can do to the human mankind. We were all proud. The countries like United States and most of the Western countries were very proud that we are high above. But it has shown, oh man, don't be very proud. And I have taught you how not to be proud. It is true, in this very difficult time, doctors have played a very great role, especially in India. Nearly about 800 doctors have sacrificed their life. More than about 3,000 health workers have sacrificed their life for the benefit of the general public. And for the first time in the history, for the last 50 years, people have realized the role of doctors in the society, and they have bowed their heads to the work of the great doctors all around the country. In Doctors' Day celebration, we should understand the ethics and philosophy of our medical practice. It is you and me who can make a difference for the Doctors' Day. And it is you and me who can raise the flag of our doctors profession into a higher state. Somehow there are a lot of beckering with the general public that doctors are making money, doctors are doing that. That in every profession it is there. Show me one profession where there is no where there are no black sheep. But when it comes to a doctor, they think the Vaidyo Narayano Hari. But it is not. We are not gods. We are human beings. So it is up to you to see that you really live up to the expectation of the teachers like Dr. Dimri and so many who are the pallbearers of a great profession in the years to come. On behalf of all of us teachers from the Conceptual, we wish you not only in the examination, but the future as a professional, to see that you do whatever best you can, not only to yourself, but to the people, to the patients at large, and to the country in particular. Thank you very much indeed.
Friends, we are all celebrating the National Doctors' Day on the 1st of July. The medical profession is the oldest and the noblest profession known to mankind. Unfortunately, we are in the midst of the worst pandemic in the human history, and the doctors are in the forefront of our fight against COVID. A lot of hardships are suffered by our colleagues, and many have lost their lives. On this day, I request all my doctor colleagues, juniors and seniors, to stay safe and healthy to serve humanity in these challenging times. I wish you all a happy Doctors' Day. Thank you.
Hello, students, and hello, family of Conceptual Orthopedics. And we are celebrating Happy Doctors' Day. And as our student and as we, your teacher, considering you also as our children, we wish you all the success, not only in your exam, but also in your career and happiness, whatever you do. With that, I have recorded a small poem. It is based on a poet, an English poet, W.H. Auden, who was talking about time. And he said, time knows everything. If you consider time as a person, time knows the future, but time always keep quiet. It never direct you to right or wrong path. It just observe. And when thing has happened, then it just tell you that I told you so, because you already done that mistake. And somehow the teachers are a different extreme of this time. We try to tell you beforehand that be careful, be warned, and then sometime we are successful, sometime we are not. And you will see that sometime we ourselves lack knowledge, so that is our fault. Sometime we don't know what the future changes will happen. And we've seen this with every topic. What we have read 10-15 years ago may be obsolete now, and you will hear in today's topic the clavicle fractures, how we were used to manage, how things have changed. So things keep changing and we don't know the future. but we try our best to give you whatever we have so that you are successful. So based on that, the few lines I've written, thinking you as our children or students of this conceptual orthopedics. मैं समय की तरह मौन नहीं रहूंगा, which I am saying I will not keep quiet like time. मैं समय की तरह मौन नहीं रहूंगा, ना ही बीत जाने पे ये कहूंगा देखा ना कहा था. मैं समय की तरह मौन नहीं रहूंगा, ना ही देखा ना कहा था कहकर तुम्हें चिढ़ाऊंगा. मैं तुम्हें चलना सिखाऊंगा, गड्ढों से आगवा कराऊंगा. मैं देखा ना कहा था कहकर तुम्हें नहीं चिढ़ाऊंगा. मैं तुम्हारी हाँ में हाँ नहीं मिलाऊंगा. मैं तुमसे असहमति पूरी जताऊंगा. मैं तुम्हें सड़क के बीच नहीं चलने दूंगा. मैं कान खींचकर तुम्हें पटरी पे ले आऊंगा. पर मैं देखा ना कहा था कहकर तुम्हें कभी नहीं चिढ़ाऊंगा. समय की तरह मैं भविष्य को तो नहीं जानता, भला ही होगा ये विश्वास भी तुम्हें नहीं दिला सकता, पर तुम्हारी खुशी की कामना मैं निस्वार्थ करूंगा. तुम्हारे लिए अपने खुशी को भी निछावर कर दूंगा. मैं समय की तरह मौन नहीं रहूंगा, ना ही देखा ना कहा था तुम्हें कभी नहीं चिढ़ाऊंगा. थैंक यू.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Vivek Verma, and for this Doctor's Day, I have something special to say. A good doctor is someone who always put their patients first and do the best for their patients. This is something which we have heard many a times, but I think in the current context of how the corona pandemic has affected the world, we have seen that so many doctors laid down their life in the service of humanity and mankind. And I wish everyone they should have good life, good health, and that is all we can send the message to everybody around. Thank you.
Hello friends, we as doctors are blessed to have the magical powers to fill in hopes to those who are in despair. May we develop more compassion and dedication to serve the humanity. A very happy Doctor's Day to each one of you.
Hello everyone, I am Dr. Harpreet. This COVID-19 pandemic has made the world realize that doctors are the real heroes of the mankind. So let's serve the humanity ethically, treat everyone passionately, and rest all the successes will follow the suit. So I feel very proud to be a doctor, and I wish all my teachers, my colleagues, and my students a very happy Doctor's Day. Keep the faith and be safe. All the best. Happy Doctor's Day.
Greetings, everyone. I would like to wish all my colleagues a very happy Doctor's Day. And remember that on Doctor's Day, it is your prime responsibility to engage in a pursuit of lifelong learning, whether you are in the role of a student or whether one is fortunate to be in the role of a teacher. A lifelong pursuit of learning is the sure shot way to excellence and ensuring that our patients get the best from us. Thank you very much indeed.
Hi friends. So on this Doctor's Day, I wish you all a very successful and productive career. You all are studying to get a branch and college of your choice. Now, but let me tell you, the success doesn't depend on branch or college. If you have the proper aptitude, if you empathize with the patient, and if you are ready for the hard work, then you are going to succeed. It doesn't matter which branch you take, which college you study from. So just remember, what was your goal when you joined a medical college? So again, I wish you all a very, very successful career. Happy Doctor's Day to all of you. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Ashish Taneja, and I would like to take this opportunity to wish all of you a very happy Doctor's Day. It is a time we should feel proud for ourselves, for the services that we provide to the community. We as doctors have the pleasure and have the honor to impact people's life in the best possible way. We should also use this opportunity to reflect upon ourselves. I feel that whatever problems we as doctors face today in our country is mainly because as doctors we lack unity amongst ourselves. So I would urge all of you to pledge to stand united and help each other in every possible way so that we can have a better life and we can provide better to the community. Thank you very much. Have a very happy Doctor's Day.
A very good morning to all of you. I am Dr. Naufal. I am a consultant orthopedician. And today I want to wish all of you a very happy Doctor's Day. So, on this Doctor's Day, that is after we have completed almost 6 months of the year 2021, and we start the next 6 months or the next half of this year with the Doctor's Day, we would like to remember a few things and recollect them so that we make this day memorable. So, for me, on Doctor's Day, it is the memory of all my teachers, right from my first year MBBS to my SR-ship, all the professors and teachers who have trained me and guided me to become a better doctor. And not to forget all my patients who have helped me to become a better surgeon. For the medical fraternity altogether, I would like them to remember those doctors who had lost their lives, who had succumbed to COVID and struggled fighting against the deadly disease. And also all those doctors who were at the front treating these COVID patients at tough times. I also want you to remember those doctors who had bad experiences while treating patients, like getting injured by the attendants. So all these things we have to keep in mind when we think of Doctor's Day. And for my juniors, I would like to emphasize on mainly 4 things. The first and foremost thing is to take care of yourself before you treat your patient. So it is always you, your health, your knowledge, your food, your diet, and your exercise that is much more important than the patients. You become a better person and then you can treat your patients in a better way. The next point would be your knowledge. You should be the best at what you know. And also, you should not hesitate to accept the fact that you don't know certain things, and always be curious and learn whatever you don't know so that you can treat and give the best to your patients. The third point would be always follow an ethical practice. You should always understand the misery with which the patient comes to you. Never underestimate any patient's complaints. It can be a simple knee pain or a simple body ache that the patient comes to you, but he expects a solution for it, and that's why he comes to you. So never tend to underestimate a patient's complaint. And the last thing is communication. The most important part of your practice should be a proper communication. You can't expect your patient to understand whatever you say to him. So you should be able to explain to him in the simplest language what exactly the patient is suffering from and give him the proper diagnosis with minimal appropriate investigations so that he can benefit it from you. So the most important thing on this Doctor's Day is that you should always remember that your patient, whenever he has an issue with his health, there are 2 people that he always remembers. One is the Almighty God himself, and the next one is you. So don't forget that, and a very happy Doctor's Day from me. Thank you.
Hello, everybody, and here's wishing you all a very happy Doctor's Day. On this happy day, I would like to touch upon a subject which is not spoken much about, and that is mental health, especially for us doctors, having studied so much, say about 8-10 years of our life, we have studied which is the best of our youth, and treating patients who are always either sick or miserable and getting them out of their misery. While doing all of this, we have maybe forgotten how to live a happy and healthy life. So this Doctor's Day goes out to all the families of doctors out there who have supported us as we grew, as we matured into becoming better at becoming a doctor. And also a huge shout out to all the doctors, all the frontline workers, the nurses, the healthcare staff, and everybody out there who have really made a difference during the past a year and a half now. And remember that it's a life and we need to live it happily. So if you're suffering from anxiety, depression, or you're alone, you want to talk out, find somebody and talk it out, because it really helps to have friends, family around, and to have a happy and healthy life. On this note, I'd like to wish you again all a very happy Doctor's Day.
Hello friends, Dr. Vishal Uggi here. Today I'd like to wish my teachers, my friends, my colleagues a happy Doctor's Day. I'm here to pass on a message which I received from my teachers as well as my parents, my guru, that no matter how accurate we diagnose a rare disease, it doesn't matter how much fast we do a surgery, or it doesn't matter how complex the surgery might be. All it matters is how humble we stay in spite of doing all those things. We need to develop this skill of being humble, and we need to practice and preach it. This is the message which I received from my parents, my teachers, my mentors. So with this, again, I'd like to wish you all a happy Doctor's Day. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Doctor's Day. It's a warm wish from Conceptual Orthopedics team to you. What makes this year, this Doctor's Day, so different? So this is the first time wherein the world has actually realized the true importance of doctors. With the pandemic being stuck, how exactly the image of the doctors, which was kind of a bit tarnished, especially in India, has changed dramatically. We still have to work on this together. This is different because the legacy of what people have learned has been passed to us, and this is what we are trying to do via this app, wherein we are going to pass this on to you. The learning, what we are trying to do is making easier for you guys so that you can learn better, you know the subject better, you can perform better, and in general, not just with respect to the exams, but with respect to orthopedics. You have to understand, you know the basics now. So how can you possibly excel being an orthopedician? This is the way to it. So my friends, I would like to wish happy Doctor's Day. Let's hope possibly the positive thing with this COVID this time is going to be that the mindset of people towards the doctors is going to change. We have lost some very senior doctors in the fraternity to COVID. They actually were fighting hard. They were fighting even after being orthopedics. So there is nothing more that we can do for the humanity. So my friends, let's wish each other a very happy Doctor's Day. Let's work together and put an end to possibly this pandemic with better mindset of people, with better respect that doctors deserve. Happy Doctor's Day.
So I wish all the doctors and COVID warriors a happy Doctor's Day.
Hello, my dear seniors, colleagues, and juniors. Wish you all a very happy Doctor's Day. Doctor's Day celebration is truly an attempt to accentuate the importance and to show our gratitude towards the medical community. Since March 2020, the world was engulfed by a pandemic, and it was indeed a proud moment to see our fraternity across the globe rise up to the occasion without caring for their own health or family. Kudos to their spirit and dedication that they continued to work untiringly in the hour of crisis. Millions of lives were saved through sheer dedication and selfless commitment. This Doctor's Day, let us all take a pledge to treat doctor fellows as fellow humans and promise to stand together in order to bring in the dawn of a new era post the pandemic. Once again, happy Doctor's Day.
When the world is struggling to survive, there is no better time to honor those who have tirelessly and effortlessly dedicated their lives in battling this nagging pandemic. Amidst all the chaos, I wish you all a very happy Doctor's Day, which is to commemorate the iconic and internationally renowned medical practitioner, Dr. B.C. Roy, who served not only as a physician, but also as an educationist, a freedom fighter, and a politician. Nothing is more gratifying to a doctor than a smiling patient, which makes all the effort worthwhile. So let's persevere each day to serve the humanity for the greater cause. I wish you all a very happy Doctor's Day again. Thank you.
Good evening, respected professors, faculties, seniors, and dear residents. This is Dr. Deependra, and I wish you all a good health and a great future ahead on this special day. Happy Doctor's Day 2021 to you all. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you all.
Hi, friends, and happy Doctor's Day. In fact, I wish you all and your family are safe. We have been going through very tough times as health professionals. But I just want to remind you, we must never underestimate the value of human motivation and determined efforts. And I believe, along with the medical science, we will win over the COVID pandemic. With vaccination supporting the doctors today, I hope very soon we are again living free and start our life normally. To serve the community, we have to stay healthy and stay fit. Happy Doctor's Day to all of you from the team of Conceptual Orthopedics.